Okay, since I'm not doing a regular read, I feel like I can go ahead and get started. So today I wanted to talk about getting your house in order. Okay. I feel like I need to make a disclaimer. First of all, this disclaimer is for anyone who may be watching, who may be triggered. Okay, there will be some triggers in this video. If you are not ready to take a look in the mirror at yourself, okay, not me, at yourself, then you probably don't want to watch this video. Okay, a trigger warnings for sure. Okay. For anybody that may be watching this, that may be family, friends, someone who knows me personally, because this video will be very personal, okay? Real life events, okay? Probably won't be a lot of laughs, okay? But y'all know me, y'all know me, okay? Anyway, real life events, okay? Life-changing events, sad, heartbreaking, okay, disappointment, okay, triggers, okay. It's about working through it, okay. This is what this video is about to be about. It's about working through your hurt, your heartache, your pain, your whatever, okay. This is not a sympathy video. Okay, I'm here for business. Okay, this ain't personal. I'm here for business only. Okay, business on. Okay, let's be clear on that. Okay, so I don't want nobody calling me. This ain't no gossip. Okay, if you like to judge, feel free. Okay, because it's up here. Okay, if you like to judge, feel free. But I've already went through that process. So make sure that the judgment that you passing, make sure that, please understand that weighs on you, not me. Okay. I don't have to go through the whole prayer. I got my angels around. They've been with me for the last 3 days. They won't leave me alone. God bless them. I love them. Okay. Everybody here. Okay. Everybody here. Trust. Okay. The whole gang. Okay. We don't want no smoke. Okay. That means don't know how to call me or don't ask me about nothing. If you want to use this video to gossip, like I said, make sure that you be prepared for the repercussions. Okay. Because when I get through with this video, I'm leaving in peace. Okay? Okay. Okay. With that being said, we're gonna get started. Okay. The first thing, I don't know why when I was getting ready, when I said the chariot was all gassed up, I heard somebody say, y'all need to come on. My car running and I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be waiting. Okay, I don't know. Somebody's so impatient. Okay. We're going to the Bible. Okay. We're going to the Bible today. Proverbs 31. Y'all know Proverbs is one of my favorite books of the Bible. Okay. Wisdom in Proverbs. Okay. Proverbs 31. It says, who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts her, so he will have no lack of gain. None. Okay, that means he will be abundant. Okay, she does him good and not evil. Okay, all the days of her life. I mean, she makes him proud. Okay, he proud to call her his. Okay, he know what he got. Let's see. I ain't gonna even read all of this. Let's see. She girds herself with strength and she strengthens her arms. She stretches out her hands to the distaff and her hand holds the spindle. It says, she shall rejoice in time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. Okay, that means she a nice person. She a nice lady. And it says she watches over the ways of her household. This is my favorite part. My favorite. 30:31 says, charm is deceitful, and beauty is passing. But a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruits of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Y'all know this is one of my favorite parts of the Bible. Proverbs 31. A virtuous woman. Okay. So, I'm going to go through these houses, right? I got my notes. I got everything. I got everything set up already, okay? We're going to take a ride through the village, okay? Through the house, okay? As I was preparing all my cards, and I got all my major arcana up here, because that's what heaven is about, okay? I realized I had 3 cards that I did not use. They were just left to the side. On those 3 cards, I have justice, the Hierophant, and temperance. Y'all know temperance is my light worker card. Okay, here to help y'all balance these things out. Temperance is my angel of grace and mercy. Okay. The Hierophant represents God for most and for me. The Hierophant is Taurus's energy. Okay. It's about your morals. It's about your values, your foundation. Okay. All of it. Okay. Your structure. How you were brought up. How you were raised. Okay. Who raised you? Okay. I don't know. Injustice. It's about making things right. It's about a contract. Okay. So when I look at these, one of the things that I have done most of my life is prayed. Okay. I was brought up in church, right? I got baptized at a really early age. I knew, Granny, I want to go get baptized. My grandma said, "You sure?" I want to do it. So I got baptized at a very early age, right? This is not just a contract to the divine or between the divine. This is a promise also that I made to my grandmother after we buried her. Okay, a promise that I must keep. Okay, this is what this video probably gonna be about. I don't know. When I did the divine feminine message the other day, I said I don't see Scorpio or Pisces. Scorpio, Pisces. Those would be my grandfathers. Okay. Literally. When I went back and looked at the video, the reason I didn't see them is because my eyes was closed. I'm reading the cards. My eyes was closed both times. Okay. but they were literally sitting right next to me. Okay. Both of them. Okay, both of them. Okay, both of them. Okay, real talk, literally right next to me. I said, I don't even think. Okay. I don't even think. And then when I did the Divine Masculine video the other day, I realized that I started with this Queen of Cups and I ended with this Queen of Cups. I should have named this video Know Your Role. Okay. That's probably what I'm gonna do for YouTube. Know your role. Okay. This Queen of Cups, I started with her and I ended the reading with her. Okay. This is someone who's intuitive. Okay. This Queen of Cups represents a nurturer, a mother for me. Okay. She a little emotional, right? But I mean, all the queens could be mothers, right? So she represents nurturing, okay? That nurturing, the cuddler, the come on baby, woo woo woo. Okay, this is her. Okay. No love lost, okay? No love lost in none of this, okay? And whatever y'all finna hear, no love has been lost, okay? It has been surrendered. Okay, we giving it up, okay, to God, to our higher power, okay, so he can rain down blessings upon us. So let's go. We finna go through the houses. So if you look at your birth chart, okay, in order to do your birth chart, I'm gonna redo this for y'all again because I know some people probably missed it, but you really supposed to have the exact time of your birth. Okay, depending on what time you were born, you will have a night chart or you will have a day chart, right? And if you look at the chart, you have the first set. It just tells you where the planets were. Okay, the planets are celestial beings, y'all. Okay, they are gods. Okay, heavenly gods. Okay. So if you look at your birth chart, the first thing is going to tell you where everybody is, okay? And then you go down, you got to put the exact time in. You go down, and then you'll see, well, you won't see this. It's actually on the chart, but it looks like this, okay? You will see this somewhere. It looks like a clock. 12 houses, right? We have 12 houses. 12 is a very significant number, okay? If you reduce it, it goes to 3, okay? 3 is the number of Trinity, okay? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? So, this is what it will look like. I'm going to use my chart, okay? Everybody's chart ain't gonna look like my chart, okay? Everybody's issues ain't my issues either, right? You're gonna have your own individualized charts, okay? It's just like taking an assessment, okay? Everybody got an individual plan of care, okay? Everybody don't get the same treatment, okay? Look, we take the highest acuity patients first, okay? The ones that's the sickest, okay? Real talk. So, it'll look like this, okay? It looks like a clock, okay? And you have all the houses, starting with the first house to the 12th house, and it goes through the zodiac. The first house starts with Aries, okay? Aries starts the zodiac, and the 12th house ends with Pisces, okay? Pisces is the 12th zodiac, right? Okay, so let's get to some notes. It says the houses are not the same as the wheel, even though they look like this, okay? It's not the same as the wheel, okay? The wheel is karma. This is what karma. We finna talk about karma. We finna talk about everything. We finna talk about karma. We finna talk about breaking ties. We finna talk about everything, okay? So, it's not the same. It says the houses reflect the Earth's own 24-hour rotation around its axis. So, I put a little dot here. Y'all might can't see it, but it's a little dot in the middle. Okay, this is you. Okay, this will be a map. Okay, of the village. This is you right here. Okay, in the middle. Just imagine you down here, because if you look at your chart, everything, all of the planets are listed except Earth, okay? And that's because Earth is here, okay? And just imagine we looking up, okay? We looking up. So, the houses rotate every 24 hours and they shift every 4 minutes. This is why you need your exact time of birth, okay? Because depending on the time, okay, things could change, okay? It could change things. It could change lessons and all that. So when you go to your birth chart, you're going to have 12. You got 12. You got your sun, moon, and then you got your planets. And then you have Lilith. You have your north node, okay? So there are specific points on this chart that are very important, okay? Up here is the highest point, right? It's the highest point of your chart. It's called midheaven, right? It is the highest point of your chart. It's where you're trying to get to. This is where you're trying to get to. Just in case somebody don't know where they're going, okay? This is where you want to get to, okay? And then, well, actually, you want to get past this, okay? You really want to get past this. Because when you get past this, you go into your 11th house and then your 12th house. In your 12th house, well, in my 12th house is my north node, okay? I think everybody's might be different, okay? So in the chart, you have your ascendant, okay? Your ascendant is your rising sign. My chart is very complicated. Okay. It's very complicated. Okay. So I think it's a good chart to play with, right? Most people will not be this complicated, okay? Because most people don't have master numbers, okay? You need to know your numbers, know your numerology, okay? Know your life path, your destiny, okay? Your destiny number, your complication numbers, all your challenge numbers, all of this, okay? So, you have your ascendant, okay? The ascendant to me is like your eastern star, okay? So you have your ascendant, okay, to the north. The sign that was on the horizon exactly when you were born, okay? I was born on a cusp, okay, which means in this lifetime, I have to learn not one sun sign, but 2 sun signs, okay, because that's what you're trying to, this is who you are, right? Your sun sign, this is who you are becoming in your lifetime, right? So I don't just go through 1 sun sign, I go through 2 sun signs, right? I got to learn how to be 2 different people, basic, okay? And then your ascendant is basically how you get there. Okay, these are the lessons that you're going to go through in your life to get you to where you're supposed to be. Okay, your highest point, the sun. Okay, the descendant, okay, is the lowest points of your chart. So if our ascendant is our highest point where we want to be, that's heaven to me. Your north node, that would be heaven to me. Okay. Your descendant, if you ask me, that would be hell. Okay. Opposite of heaven is hell, right? Okay. I hope we are clear on it. So you want to get to your ascendant. You get there through your north node. Okay. That's how you got to get there. Okay. Go through your north node. Okay. Your lessons. Now, most people ascendant and north node are in the same sign. Most people. Okay. Told y'all I'm complicated. Okay. Not regular. Okay. This ain't no regular schmegler or whatever. My ascendant and my north node are also on a cusp. So that man, I gotta go through a lot. Okay. So we got 12 houses. Okay. In a couple of my houses, I have, because the planets travel, they travel like closely together. They stick together, right? They a pack, okay? They're a clique, okay? So most of them will be one sign, two sign, you know, like most people chart will have, let's say for instance, you got Mars over here in Aries, right? And then the next person you gonna have, what comes after Mars? Taurus. Taurus is Uranus, okay? This is how your stuff gonna go, okay? Probably not exact, but it'll be a planet in a sign. So if you have more than 4 or more planets in one zodiac sign, that's considered a stellium, okay? Now the thing about these is that they are they're not common, okay? Most people don't have 4 or more. Some people say you can have 3 or more, okay? But preferably 4 or more in one house, okay? 3 or more, I go with that because 3 is a crowd, okay? So if you look at my chart, in one house I got 5 beings, okay? 5 people, okay? I got 12 houses now, but in one house I have 5 beings, okay? That's a lot. Overcrowd, okay? Overcrowd. In another house, I got 3. Still overcrowded, right? So that's 2 houses, which takes up 8 spaces, okay? This gives me a lot of room to maneuver through these houses, right? So let's go through the houses. The first house is your ascendant, okay? This is where you're trying to get to, okay? Your first house. This is your house. Real house. Your house, okay? This is the big house, okay? At first, I consider the mid-heaven the big house because this is the top, right? But really, you got to come on down a little bit, okay? we want to be balanced, okay? But the first house is your house. We calling that the big house, okay? That's ruled by Aries, okay? Aries tells us to take charge, okay? Look, take charge. Look, be about you, okay? Think of you, okay? This is what Aries tell us to do. Think of you, okay? Now, also, wherever your ascendant is, that will be your ruling planets, okay? So my ascendant is in Leo, and Leo is in my 5th house, which is Mars, okay? Mars is the god of war, okay? So Mars rules my planets. Mars rules my entire chart, okay? Has influence on my entire chart because Mars, like I said, it's the god of war, okay? He a warrior, okay? He ready to fight. He and play on play, okay? Mars rules Aries, okay? This is the emperor, okay? My father's house, okay? First house. So let's go. I started assigning people to these houses, right? As I was working through the day. Because as a child, and I'm giving y'all examples of my life so that people, look, you need to understand. You ain't by yourself, okay? I spent my time, because this is more for me about broken homes, okay? Dysfunctional homes. Children growing up in dysfunctional homes, okay? It has an impact on our society, okay? It has a huge impact on our society when children grow up in dysfunctional, broken homes, okay? Because the energy that those children feel in those homes, they carry it outside, okay? And it reflects, okay? So this is what this is about. Okay. So as a child, I spent my time between 3 houses. Okay. As I was assigning people to these houses, I noticed that my mama had 2 houses and my daddy only had 1. And I heard my daddy saying, why does she have 2 houses? So I was looking at the chart because this is about, really, for me, this is about a mother and a father who don't agree. Okay. And the child that's in the middle, real talk. Okay. So I had to go back and look at it. Like, why does she have 2 houses? And he only got 1. Okay. So, because for me, everything needs to be fair. Okay. This is the type of person that I am. Okay. This is the type of person that I'm learning to be fair in everything. Okay. I have went through a series of things in my life that has taught me how to be fair. Okay. So boom. I'm like, why does she have 3 houses? But then I realized that in the first house, which really was like my father's house, okay, I had put like my auntie in there or something. So I had to go back and put my father in his rightful place. Okay. Now, in your chart, every sign has an opposite. Okay. They go like this. Okay. Every sign has an opposite. So house 1 and 7, 2 and 8, 3 and 9. Y'all get it, right? These houses correspond with each other. It's like across the street. Okay. We're going to go across the street. Okay. So house 1 and house 7. Okay. Heaven and hell. Okay. The difference between heaven and hell. So, boom. We start with the house. Okay. This is the house. This is the structure. Okay. The tower. Okay. In the tower is Leo. The strength card. Okay. This is my rising sign. Okay. This means that I will be going through a lot of things in and during my life that will be making me strong, making me courageous, making me a leader. Okay, because that's what Leo is. Leo is a leader, right? King of the jungle. Okay, so a lot of things that I had to go through in my life, even though they probably hurt me, they were actually building me up. Okay, making me strong, right? So I can get to where I'm supposed to be. Okay, because it ain't easy to get there. Okay. All right. So then down in hell, I got the star. This is your wish. Okay. What do you want? What are you praying for? Okay. The star down here. Coincidentally, this would be my mother's zodiac sign. It's Aquarius zodiac, right? So this is my mama's sign. Okay. But my mama don't live in this house. Okay, let's be clear on it. Okay, I don't want to be like, she think her mama did. No, my mama don't live in this house. Okay, but this is my mama's sign. Okay. So with this, me and my mother will go through a lot. Okay. A lot of people be like, oh, y'all have the best relationship. But we are total opposites. Okay. We total opposites. But growing up, my mama, she was my role model, right? I love my mama. Y'all know I love my mama. Okay. She was my role model. She's my ride or die. My biggest support. The person I want to be like growing up in my life, right? I want to be like my mama. Because I thought she was like a great person. You know, well, no, she is. Okay. She's a star. Okay. She's a star. Okay. So me and my mama would go through a lot. And me and my mama are still going through a lot. Right? But the thing about it is, this is my stuff, right? This is about me. Okay? This is about what I have to go through, right? My mama, on the other hand, she got her own stuff, right? She got her own life path number. She got her own everything, right? Which is different from mine, okay? My life path number is an 11. And my mama's is a number 5, okay? 5s are about conflict, competition, all type of stuff, right? But the things that my mama going through in her life, okay, are set for my mom to get to where she's supposed to be, right? Right, okay. We ain't going to the same place, okay? Be clear on that, because we got all these houses up here. We ain't going to the same place. Everybody ain't going to the same place. So anyway, heaven and hell, okay? The star, your descendant, where you come from, right? Your ancestors, your spirit, okay? The star is about, the descendant is about who you coming through here as, right? It's about lessons you done already learned, stuff you already know, right? It's easy for you. We are warned in our journey, when we are trying to get to our north node. A lot of people stop, give up, get tired, okay? They don't want to go no more, okay? And we fall back into these types of patterns, right, with our descendant, okay, because we used to it. We comfortable down here, right? We comfortable. It's a comfortable place, okay? God made it comfortable for us, so we're comfortable down here. So we ain't gotta do too much, okay? I don't even want to do that. This is probably why I was ignoring a Pisces and Scorpio the other day, right? I don't want to deal with that. I don't got time for it, okay? So anyway, let's go. So that's heaven and hell. Okay. Boom. So we're going on over here to the second house. So in the second house is my sun sign. Okay. The Hermit. This is me. Okay. My house. This is where I'm starting from the bottom. Starting from the bottom, right? Coming up. So this me. Okay. I'm a loner. Okay. Guys, see? But I'm looking for something. I got to look. I'm looking for something. Okay, I don't know. Look like I'm looking. What am I looking for? Yeah, looking to get to my highest place. Okay. Looking to make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be. Looks like I am. Okay. We got the sun coming up. Okay. The sun, because I was born on a cusp. Okay. I have sun in Virgo and I have sun in Libra. Okay. So the sun is in my second house and the sun is also in my third house. Okay. The sun is masculine energy. Okay. It represents the masculine. Okay. And then boom, we get to the third house. Okay. The third house is ruled by Gemini. Okay. The second house is ruled by Taurus. Okay. That's the hierarchy. Okay. Our morals, our values, our structures, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's the hierarchy. And then third house. So look at these people over here in the third house. We got the world. Okay. Somebody look like they real smart. This is Pluto's energy. Okay. The wheel is Jupiter's energy. Okay. Judgment. Judgment is Saturn's energy, I think. No. Yeah. Judgment. And is that right? No, the world. I'm sorry. The world is Saturn's energy. And judgment is Pluto's energy. Okay. The underworld, right? Pluto is the god of the underworld, right? Pluto is like the smallest planet, right? So y'all mind yourself. If we're going through all of these houses, right? The first house is the big house, okay? So by the time we get to the 12th house, it's dark down there. It's the end of the street, right? It's dark down there, okay? The houses get smaller, okay? The planets, they get smaller, okay? And it's scary. It's probably scary, Okay, because your 12th house is where my north node is. The 12th house is literally the house that is the darkness before dawn. Okay, that's what it represents. And then we got the magician right in this house. So I meant to pull some of these other cards to show y'all. So boom, we got the magician with the wheel. The magician is about what you creating, right? Your co-creator, your power, using everything you got to get what you want, right? The wheel is about your forge, right? Good or bad, okay? Spin the wheel. We don't know which direction it's going in. It might go for your good or it might go for your bad. Then we got judgment coming up, okay? You're going to be judged for the things that you do in this lifetime, okay? You're going to be held accountable, held responsible for them, okay? You will be judged, okay? Not by me, okay? By your own, by your own people, okay? And then we got the world, okay? And we got the sun, okay? We got all 5 of these beings in one house. Which is the 3rd house, okay? The 3rd house is Gemini's energy, okay? Gemini is also my father's sign, okay? Right? So my father's mother had like 5 kids, twins, right? Ran in my family. I guess that's how I got on the journey. I just so happen to be the first girl on both sides of my family, okay? So everything it coincides, right? I feel like I was my grandmama's gift. So anyway, 3rd house, we got all these people in this house, right? All these people in this house. All these people in this one house, okay? When you have this many planets in one house, it's bound to be some confusion. It's bound to be some type of confusion. Okay? Bound to. It's bound to be, this is 5. Okay? Bound to be some competition. Bound to be some disappointments. Okay? Bound to be some petty arguments, some petty squabbles. Okay? Bound to. Okay? Bound to be somebody bound to get put out. Okay? 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 5, 5, 5. Okay? Somebody bound to get put out because there's too many people in this house, right? Real time. This is what I hear. Too many people in this house. But my 3rd house, my ruling planet, my 3rd house is going through Libra, okay? And Libra is about balance, right? It's about being fair, right? So we got to learn how to balance all of this stuff. Okay, we got to learn how to do this. Okay, we got to learn how to do this together. We got to work together, right? The 3rd house is actually Gemini's house, though, right? And Gemini is about our brothers, our sisters, okay? The bonds that we form between our brothers and our sisters, right? I have 2 brothers. One on my mom's side, one on my dad's side, okay? Love them both dearly, okay? But I don't have very close relationships with my brothers, okay? Neither one of them, okay? I love them dear, okay? If I feel like if I need to call them, I can, okay? But I don't have very close relationships with either of my brothers, okay? I really don't. I go sit and talk to them sometime or whatever. I see them, you know, but I don't. But it's funny because my moon sign is actually in Gemini. But I didn't have a relationship with my father, right? So, it caused that conflict elsewhere, right? Because I was running, chasing, after his love. He ain't have time though. He ain't with this wheel card. He ain't have time for it. He ain't have time for it. Anyway, that's the 3rd house. Okay. In the 4th house, who do I got in my 4th house? Let's see. Who's in the 4th house? The fourth house is the Empress. Let's go. So, this is my mama house, okay? Or something. Who house is this? Who lives in this house? This is my mama house, okay? The fourth house. This is my mama house. The fourth house. The foundation, okay? The foundation. Your foundation. Cancer actually is the ruler of the fourth house, but like I said, my snapshot is different. So, Cancer rules the fourth house. That's Cancer house. It's about love. Cancers is the ones that rules this house, but they not there, right? So this house belongs to who is in the fourth house? Fourth house. Where we at? Libra. Okay, Libra. Actually, up here, all three of these my house, right? Father, Son, Holy Spirit. All three of these crosshairs my houses. Okay. First one is my big house, okay? And the second one is my two smaller houses, okay? Mama house, daddy house, whoever house, okay? Somebody house, houses that I get, okay? Houses that I get. So, boom, fourth house is the foundation, okay? In my fourth house is my Empress, okay? My mama house. This is her house, okay? The food, okay? I say this me, okay? Since she gave birth to me, okay, I'll be the fool, okay? And then Scorpio. Actually, this is the moon. Should be here. Where is the moon? Here got the moon. The black moon. The black moon, right? This is Scorpio's energy, but the moon, the black moon, Lilith. I think that's why I put her here, because she represents Lilith to me, okay? Lilith is our black moon. So, what Lilith represents in your chart is, here we go. Lilith represents a person's primitive impulses and behaviors in their rawest form. Okay. Your rawest form. Okay. It says it reveals our repressed sexuality. This is the dark moon, the black moon, okay? And what, together with what makes us feel most vulnerable. It says, it expresses the dark side of one's personality, buried deep in the subconscious realms of our psyche, okay? Lilith is right across from my white moon, which is the regular moon. She's called Selena. Okay, so we got Lena and Selena. They twins, right? The black moon, the white moon. Okay. Lilith is where you have felt ashamed, shamed, ridiculed, stifled, deeply misunderstood, or repressed in some manner. For whatever reason, you are weary of expressing these traits or parts of your personality freely and unapologetically. Okay. You feel like something is wrong. Okay. If somebody talk about something that you're ashamed of, right? Like sex. Some people have a problem with talking about sex. Oh my God, we shouldn't talk about that. But it's natural, okay? Whatever you have been made to feel ashamed about in your life, okay? For me, it's a lot of stuff. Me and my mom went through a lot of stuff where I feel like she was trying to like embarrass me or something. I was like, why are you telling my business? It's like, this is me. Because y'all mind you, okay? I don't want nobody to forget. Mars rules my entire chart, okay? This is my dad. I am my father's child, okay? So, Mars rules my entire chart, okay? And it's funny because across the street from my mama house is boom, my dad's house, okay? Now, this is where things get interesting, okay? My mom and my daddy don't like each other. My mom and my dad don't like each other. So we on this karmic wheel together, all of us, right? My mom and my dad don't like each other. So my dad is not welcome in my mama's house. Which is messed up because I gotta go between these houses, right? And I don't need no issues, right? So one of my mama things during my lifetime was she would never talk bad about my father, either me or my brother's father. She would never talk bad about them because eventually we would get a chance to see who they were for ourselves, right? True. Okay. But we got justice up here. Which means this is gonna go both ways, right? So my mama never talk bad about my dad because I'm gonna be able to realize who my daddy is. But my mama let me chase my dad. Okay. I ain't gonna say she let me. He my dad, right? So I had to chase my dad, chase my dad, chase my dad. Okay. My mama never would be like, girl, forget him. Okay. My mama just be like, go on, keep chasing, right? And because my mama never spoke negatively about my father, okay, I just went on and kept chasing him, right? Like a fool. Like a fool. So then, my dad never spoke negatively either about my mama, right? I guess my daddy felt the same way. We gonna see. She gonna see who she dealing with, right? So, as this wheel starts to turn, okay, things get into motion, okay. I see who my father is. I don't really like him. Okay, I don't like him a whole lot. I don't appreciate some of the stuff he do. Okay, I don't appreciate it. Okay, and whenever I would go see my father, I would always talk about how great my mother was. So boom. You got my mama over here. She ain't doing nothing. She ain't bothering nobody. She man her own business. Probably sleep somewhere, right? She ain't worried about my dad. No nothing. Okay. And then you got my dad across the street. Watching my mom. Watching her. Okay. She don't even know it with this light. Okay. Watching my mom. Okay. Across the street. And look. Got a sword and shield and everything. Aries energy. Mars energy. Okay. Got a sword. Warrior. He a warrior. And anybody know my daddy? He kind of cries. Right? Well, I ain't gonna say he cries. Well, he might be. Okay. He a little bitty person. Right? Look, short something. Not big at all. Okay. Ain't scared of nothing and nobody. Okay. I ain't scared of nothing, nobody. Okay. Anybody want it, they can get it. Okay. This is my dad, right? So I would be going to my dad and talking about how great my mother was. So my dad, this is my dad sitting across from me. This is my dad. You really think your mama's something, huh? So I'm like, yup. Yup, I sure do. Okay. 4th house, 10th house. Okay. Now, one of the things that I did mention about this 7th house, your ascendant, okay, this is where you begin. This is like, if you look at your chart, like I said, most people, you look at your chart, it's divided in two places, okay, up here. Okay, so this is the bottom half, this is the top half, right? So I have a night chart, okay? That's why everything going on. Everything going on down here at the bottom. Started from the bottom, right? So everything going on down here where it's dark at, right? Can't nobody see. Okay. But as this wheel begins to turn, I get to the 7th house, okay? This is Libra's house. Libra's regular house, right? Libra runs the 7th house. I don't have nobody in the 7th house, but it's in my mother's sign, right? So this is, Libra is all about partnerships. It's about contracts. It's about all of that, okay? This is your +1, your cosmic +1, okay? We're going to a wedding, I don't know. You get a +1, Who do you want your plus one to be? This your twin. Okay, this your twin. Okay. So your twin coming in it. Okay. So this is my mother, right? My twin. Most of the lessons that I would go through in my life would really hurt my mother, right? It would really make my mother feel some type of way. I also feel like, I don't know. I think when I get ready to do this reading, I think it's my grandmother though, right? I don't know if my grandmother feels like she owes somebody an apology. Like, I don't know. I want my grandmother's soul to rest peacefully. I do. I don't feel like she resting peacefully. Real talk. So I want my grandmother's soul to be able to rest peacefully, right? This is what this contract is all about. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do, right? Because I want her soul to be at peace. So I just kind of heard my grandmother saying, like, I'm like, Granny, do you feel like you owe somebody an apology? Do you feel like you failed someone? I feel like my grandmother feels like she possibly failed someone, right? But she did not. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this. Okay, she didn't. She did a damn good job with what she had. Okay, I ain't lying. I feel like my grandmama did a damn good job, right? With what she was working with. She has my honor, right? But this is Scorpio's energy, right? And if you look at my chart or whatever, Scorpio ain't on here nowhere. And Taurus ain't either. That's my grandmama and my granddad, right? My maternal grandparents, okay? Neither one of them on here, right? My granddad, Scorpio, 8th house, okay? Nobody in that house. 8th house of Scorpio's house is considered the haunted house. Real talk, I ain't making this stuff up. It's considered the haunted house, okay? It's the house of secrets, okay? It's the house of transformation. It's the house of... It's the haunted house. It's scary, okay? It's the house you're going to go through. It's the occult, okay? It's dark in Scorpio's house, okay? This is my grandfather's house. It's a lot of secrets in this house, right? Real talk. A lot of secrets. A lot of things go on in Scorpio's house because it's occult, right? A lot of things go on in Scorpio's house that don't need to be going on. Well, I ain't gonna say that. It's Scorpio house. Scorpio can do whatever Scorpio want to do. But Scorpio says, in my house, what happens stays in my house. Okay, it does not come out of my house. Okay, this is what Scorpio says about their house. What happened in my house, stay in my house. Okay, I don't care what it is. Okay, so it's my granddad's house. Okay, yeah. Okay, granddad got addictions. Okay, all type of stuff going on in the house, right? 7 children. Okay, the number 7 is our life path number, right? I mean, it's a number of completion, right? 7 kids, right, in the house, right? 7 is about people being sneaky, okay, cheating, stealing, doing whatever, okay. 7 is about choices that we make, okay. 7 is about our challenges, and 7 is about our investments, okay, what we have invested in, okay. So that's my granddad's house, okay. It's scary up in there, okay. So that is my mama's house, my dad's house, okay. Now, I know that I am my father's child, right? I do. I remember my dad was like, "You more like me." These are real conversations. You more like me than you realize. I said, no, I realize exactly how much I'm not like you, because I have a very fiery temper, and if you make me mad, you don't want to see me. Okay. You know, real talk. If you make me mad, you don't want to see me. You don't. You don't want to see me mad, right? Because I will explode, okay? With this tower, okay? Mars energy. It rules all of these houses, okay? It rules all these houses, okay? The house, the big house, okay? Real talk, the big house, okay? It rules all of these little houses, okay? Some of them might not be so little, but it rules everybody, okay? It's the boss. It is the boss, okay? Real talk. So, in my house, I'm the boss, okay? The emperor, the one in control, the one in charge, the one who makes the rules, sets the rules, make people abide by the rules, okay? The emperor, okay? Control, discipline, all of that, okay? Real talk. That's my father's house, okay? So, in my mother's house, like I said, you got all of these 3 signs, all of them in Scorpio. This is my mother, okay, right? Where's Scorpio? Who did I have? What? I had something else for Scorpio. We did Lily. This Lily, right? Yeah. So my mama, she her daddy daughter too, right? I don't know if she want to admit it or not, but she is, okay, right? They always say men marry their mothers and women marry their fathers, right? I do think it's some truth to that, okay? So, boom. This is my mom and my dad. They got issues with each other. And because they got issues with each other, it causes issues with me, okay? And the two of them, right? So, this morning I get up. I ain't slept all night. Everybody want to go back and forth about these houses, okay? And I'm like, good God Almighty, okay? We got plenty of houses, okay? Pick a house, okay? And that's what I woke up on. Wake up, it's time to pick a house. And then tears started coming out of my eyes. Started crying. It's a blessing, and it's also a curse. Okay? Because as the day went on, I realized, I got to choose whether I want to go to my mama's house or my dad's house. All of these things happened when I was a child, right? I got to choose whether I want to be with my mama or whether I want to be with my dad. My mama's house burns down. I get to go to my grandma's house. And I spent most of my childhood was spent in my grandmother's house, right? My father's mother and father. Now, I'm getting to that house as well. But I spent a lot of time in my grandma's house. It was very strict. My granddaddy was so strict. I could not do nothing. Take that gal with you. Where she going? Why she got that on? Who is that? Who she talking to? Mickey. Okay, I heard my granddad. What that girl doing? Okay. I hear my grandma. Leave that girl alone. My granddaddy would not let me out of his sight. Okay. Very protective of me. But my grandfather was my father figure. Okay. If I go back to this, right? Now let's go back to my mom and my dad. My daddy was never home. Okay, we're gonna put this here. My daddy wasn't even at home. Even though he watching my mama, he probably got something bad at watching my mama because he ain't even at the house. He ain't even at the house. I don't look. He incarcerated up here with this hanged man, right? He ain't even at the house. He probably got somebody to watch my mama. I ain't lying. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Okay. But my mother, because she is her father's daughter, and I did not have that figure, my mother really took on this dictator role, right? My mama, if people ask me as I was growing up, my mama was like a dictator. Okay, my mama was a do as I say, not as I do. Okay. These are words, if anybody want to take them back. Okay, I don't know what this was. But this is my mama. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. Because she had to instill discipline and everything. So a lot of the things that I missed from my mother growing up was nurturing, right? I always wanted to be nurtured. I feel like my mama cared more about other people than she did me, right? But my mother is an Aquarius, right? And Aquarius, they like that. They house is they friends and family. It's the social house, okay? It's Aquarius house, okay? It's the social house, okay? And other people children. And one of the issues that I always had, I was like, why my mama can't treat me like this? Oh, why my mom do me like this? Oh, why? Okay, why you give other people attention and don't give me the attention? And I'm literally screaming to you what I need. Okay, I'm screaming my head off. Okay, and you still don't hear me. Like, we speaking two different languages. Okay, but we probably were. Okay, love languages, they different. But anyway, so my mother took on the role as my father, right? Which put my mama in the wrong position in my life, right? Not for her, but in my life, it put her in the wrong position, right? I needed my mother to be in my mother's position. I need my mother to try to fill my father's shoes, right? If my father was gone, he was absent, or he was gone, he was absent. That's one of the things that I didn't try to do with my child, right? I wasn't trying to fill my son's father's shoes, okay? I got my own shoes, okay? They pretty big, okay? Pretty heavy. They I guess I already do enough walking, right? So I wasn't trying to take on his roles and his responsibilities, right? God rest his soul. Okay. But I want to just fill my shoes. Okay. He has a mother. Okay. God send me a father. Okay. But I guess my baby daddy, he didn't want nobody else raising his children. Okay. So I had to raise my child on my own. Right. I did. My baby daddy, he probably like my dad. I don't know. But he probably didn't want nobody else raising his kids. Right. So part of that journey, a part of my journey is that I had to raise my son on my own, right? But it's okay. Okay, because I love mine. So he good, right? So anyway, God gave me a great child. I remember when my mom used to always be like, your child gonna give you hell. But he hasn't. Okay. He has been the perfect child. Okay, the perfect one. So we finna get to why. So alright, that's the 4th and 10th house. So we got the 5th house coming up here. And the 5th house ain't nobody but this hangman. Sitting up here. Hangman sitting up here in the 5th house. Okay. By themselves. Hanging out. Somebody in the 5th house hanging out, right? One person. Nobody but one person. Okay. This is my cousin's house. Right? I put my cousin in this house, right? This is my cousin's house. This is where I go hang out. We have fun. Leo rules the 5th house. Leo is also where my ascendant is. Okay. That's Mars and Leo. Okay. So here I go. This is the sacrifice that I'm gonna have to make, right? So Mars and Leo is in this house, right? Mars is the god of war. Okay. You see the person hanging upside down. I don't think nobody want to come up in this house playing, right? When you will get hung. Okay. Real talk. I don't know who needs to hear that. You will get hung up. Okay. You're going to fall into some type of trap. Okay. If you come up in this house. Okay. This the 5th house. Okay. The house of fun and games. Okay. This is what Leo's house is about. It's the house of fun and games. Right? Sagittarius is in Leo's house for me. Right? Now, Sagittarius, I put my cousin in his house. Right? Because Sagittarius is temperance. This is my light worker card. Right? My angel of grace and mercy card. Okay? My cousin died when I was probably maybe 10. Okay. Maybe 10. And I think my cousin was like maybe 14 or something when he died. And he had an asthma attack. And we were at a football game, and they called my grandmama over the loudspeaker to come to the front. And then when we got to the front, one of my family members was up there, and they was like, you got to get to Methodist or wherever, because they just had to rush my granddaddy to the hospital. So we rushed to the hospital, get to the hospital. My uncle meets us at the door. It's me, my grandma, and my auntie. My uncle meets us at the door, and my uncle tells my auntie, you need to get to Labona right now because Tico is in ICU. Apparently, my cousin had an asthma attack, and he died, right? And after my cousin passed away, I was in my grandmother's house. I had my own room in my grandma's house. My grandma had 2 rooms in her house. And one of them belonged to me, and the other one belonged to my grandma and my granddad. Okay? I was not the only grandchild. Okay? I was the only girl, though. Okay? And I was the one that spent the most time in my grandma's house. And all the kids was grown. So one room's mine, and the other one was my grandma and my granddad's room, right? And so all my cousins, if they come over, they need to sleep in the den. Okay? So my granddaddy was about me, right? My granddaddy was, I was very spoiled. Very spoiled at these people's house. Okay? My granddaddy bought me for my grandma. She liked to shop. My grandma, she's a very fancy lady. She likes shiny things. She likes nice things. She likes looking good. She likes being classy. She's little too. She's a pistol, right? I tell everybody that she a pistol, okay? You don't want to play with her. Okay? She coming up. Okay? Real talk. But anyway, so I put my cousin in this house because I was sleeping one night in my grandma's house as a child, and I saw the angel. This is the only time I saw, well, not the only time, well, I saw him recently, right, last year. But this was when I was a child, and I saw the angel. And my cousin came, and he was in all white, and it was very beautiful. Big wings, and he was standing at the foot of the bed. And now, I used to be scared to go in my grandma's den after my cousin died, but I could never figure out why. Because my cousin didn't even die in my grandma's house. But I was afraid to go in my grandma's den. Hindsight 2020. That's where my grandfather was when he got sick, and that's probably where my granddad be getting on my grandma's nerves in the den. But I used to be scared to go in the den by myself. So my grandma, she had the pantry or whatever. It was in the den. And she was like, go in there and get blah, blah, blah at the washroom. And I would run through the den so fast, and then I run back. And she's like, what are you running from? I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to go in there by myself. Well, you need to turn the light on. Light or not, I don't want to be in there. Okay? I was just a child, y'all, literally. So I don't know why, but I think that's because that's where my granddaddy, look, he gonna be up in there. Okay, he in there. So, yeah, so I named the 5th house my cousin's house, right? And then across from the 5th house is the 11th house. And this is the house of the lovers, okay? This is where my moon is, my moon sign, okay? Gemini energy coming through here, okay? But my 11th house is actually in the sign of... yeah, Gemini. It is, okay? So, Gemini energy come through. The moon, where is the moon? The moon, see right here. Secret desires or something, okay? I don't know, but this is the 11th house, okay? The 11th house is the house of this is Aquarius. This is where Aquarius run, okay? Other people church and everything. Okay? Family, friends, other people church. Okay. The only thing in that house is the moon. Okay, which would be my mother. Okay. Once again. Okay. God bless my mom. Okay, real talk. And then you get to your 12th house. So in your 12th house is your north node. Okay. This is the farthest place away from where you're trying to get to. Okay. You're North Node. So you're going to have to do a lot of work to get back to that first house, to the big house, right? So the 6th house and the 12th house actually correspond with each other. So Virgo actually is the sign that rules the 6th house. It's about your health, your wellness, okay? Because that's what Virgos are about. Health, wellness, and all of it, okay? And then the 12th house is Pisces house. And Pisces is, like I said, the underworld. But my 12th house is in Cancer. Okay? My 12th house is in Cancer. The Chariot. Okay? My North Node is in Cancer. The Chariot. Okay? The Chariot, Cancer is about families, friends. Well, actually, it's about your family, your structure. Right? So all these people have. Now, in my house, if we go through my houses, most of my planets are in, most of my gods, okay, most of my people, most of my folks, okay, are in my 3rd house and my 4th house, okay. I got one person in my 5th house. And my 6th house is the last house before I start going through the dark. So we're going to say the 6th house would be, I mean, this is like your last, look, this is the lights finna come on, right? Come to the house, okay? Because it's finna get dark outside, okay? Starting with that 7th house. It's going to get dark when you start with that 7th house, okay? But I was born in the dark, okay? So when I get to my 6th house, it actually starts to get light at the 7th house. But in the 6th house, which is ruled by Virgo, my 6th house is passing through Capricorn, which is the devil. Okay? Because I remember I was trying to figure out who navigating this thing. Okay? Who navigating? Who ride? Who really ride? Okay? The devil. Look how sexy she is. This is the sexiest devil I ever seen, right? But Capricorn energy, okay? So this would be my grandmother's energy in my house, or my son's energy, actually, okay? So my son's moon is in Capricorn, right? But my grandmother is the one who nurtured me, okay? Raised me from a child, right? Who spoiled me. Right? So that's her energy. Now, a lot of people get afraid when they see the devil, right? I guess the devil don't scare me because, like I said, I know my dad. Okay, he don't play. Okay, he don't play. Okay. So, but really, the devil is the devil is a warning, right? I told y'all on Halloween, he like the debt collector, right? He comes around and he collects debts. He reminds us of boundaries, okay? When boundaries being crossed, okay? He constricts, right? So remind us of boundaries. Remind us what we supposed to be doing. Remind us we got something to do, okay? Because that's what Capricorn is about, right? Capricorn gives us structure, right? The earth signs anyway, okay? A Capricorn gives us structure. So when I was trying to figure out who really rolling, boom. You got the devil with the Chariot. Okay. Now, ironically, Cancer in my 12th house. The 12th house is your secret keeper, right? Your subconscious. Ironically, once I get around to this 12th house on my journey, okay. Well, this is the 6th house, okay. Once I get around to the 12th house on my journey, I get to another cousin house, right? My secret keeper, my confidant, right? I think this is my best friend in the world, okay? We done grew up together. I done told this person all my secrets. I done confided in this person. I thought this person had my back. This person was like my brother, right? The relationship that I didn't have with my brother, I had with my cousin, right? So I guess I probably feel like I didn't miss the relationship with my brother because I had my cousin, right? We did everything together. I get a job, my cousin need a job. Okay. I get a car, you need to go somewhere, I got you. Okay. You want to get out the house? Come over here. Okay, what else? Okay. We spent a lot of time together. So my cousin knew everything about me. So ironically, while I'm on this twin flame journey, right? And I go through all these houses because I had my prayer to God, my dream, my wish was for God to send me a soulmate, right? God, please send me a soulmate. Pray so much for it, so hard for it, so long for it. Okay, real talk. God, please send me my soulmate. God sent people, but I knew that whenever I met my soulmate, whenever I met the person I was supposed to be with, I was going to know it, right? I was going to know it. So, boom, eventually, I get to the top or whatever, and I meet my husband. I know this is my husband. Something in my spirit tells me this is my husband. Before we talked, I met him online. We talked a long time, and probably like a year before we ever met each other, right? And then we finally met, and I had a secret. And when I saw him in person, I was like, I gotta tell you the truth. I gotta go and tell you the truth, cause I can't lie to you. I couldn't start that relationship off with a lie. And I ain't even want to tell him, but I had to. Because this is what it's about, being in a union, on one accord. We don't keep secrets from each other. We tell each other everything. We are each other's support system. You my ride or die, right? You my wish, my dream come true. Well, the time wasn't right for that, right? He was going through some things, right? And I tried to be there. I tried to be strong and everything. But I'm still developing in my own character, right? I'm still learning lessons my own self. So one of my things in life is like, I don't like something, I leave. I tell you, I got all these houses, all these places I could go. I got other places I could go, right? I don't like something, I could leave. If you look at my birth chart, I have no planets in my 6th house, my 7th house, my 8th house, my 9th house, nor my 10th house. Nobody there. Okay, that's 5 houses. There ain't nobody there. Probably because I got five people in somebody else's house. Right? We dropping everybody off today. Okay, everybody gotta go. Okay, everybody gotta go. So all of those, I don't have planets going through, but that doesn't mean that they don't affect me, because as the planets, as the earth moves around, it still got to go through them houses. So my 8th house, 9th house, those houses are actually my challenge houses, right? Those are challenge numbers for me, 8, 9, and 1. Okay, so 8th house, 9th house are challenge houses. Both Pisces. Okay, both of them going through Pisces, right? Pisces are the 2 fish. Okay. 8th house would be Scorpio house, my grandfather's house. 9th house is Neptune. It's about your philosophies, your beliefs. It would be like church, right? Things that you like to do or whatever, right? Also, my grandfather's house. Okay. So my granddaddies live next door to each other, right? Or you could say my grandparents, okay? Because both of my grandparents were together, right? My grandparents, they did the whole to death do us part thing, right? So both of my grandparents are together. So 8th house is the hunting house. This is my mama folks' house. It's the hunting house, and it is, okay? This would be where I would be trapped in the fight. 9th house is my daddy folks' house, right? This is where I get spoiled. They give me anything I want. Don't nobody mess with her, because my grandmama, she the Capricorn, right? Capricorns, I tell y'all, constrict. They don't play, okay? So my grandmama, I ain't letting nobody play with me. Right now, today, I'm almost 40 years old. I'm pretty sure somebody called somebody, make my grandma, they made me mad. She will kill a brick. Okay? My grandmama would kill a brick about me. Real talk. And my granddad gonna make sure don't nobody mess with her either. Okay? My granddad gonna kill somebody about me too. So one of the things that when I was growing up, my mom used to always say whenever I would come from my grandma's house. Now mind you, I was over here every weekend. So my mom would always say when I was small, she tell everybody this. When I was small and I would come home from my grandmama's house, she would have to beat the hell out of me, right? So of course I'm like, well, why would you keep sending me there? Why would you keep sending me over there if you got to beat the hell out of me every time you come? I come back, but it wasn't hell. I don't think that this devil, it wasn't hell that my mother was beating out of me. It was love, okay, that my mama was beating out of me, because this is what the devil did. Loved me, okay. This would be my father. I remember me and my father got into it. I told my dad I don't want to have nothing else to do with him. I don't want to see him no more, no nothing. None. Okay, I'm done. Okay. And my dad was incarcerated. I took my name off his visiting list. I ain't coming to see you, no nothing. Okay, I'm done. Okay. And my dad called my grandma. Told my grandma, that girl took me off of her list, blah, 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 blah. And my grandma called me. And I'm like, why are you calling me about this? Whole argument, right? I told my grandma, I gotta go. Okay, I'm finna hang up now. Now, my grandmama, she don't play that. So, my grandmama would not hang up. I'm like, Granny, I'm finna hang up. Right? Because I already know how my grandma is. She ain't say a word. Okay, Grandma, I'm hanging up the phone. Still didn't say a word. So I already know when I hang up this phone, and I get off this phone, my grandma finna tell everybody I hung up in her face. I was ready for it. Okay, I already knew it was coming. Right? But my grandmama spoiled me, and my granddad. They spoiled me. They treated me like a princess. They treated me like a little bitty queen, right? And I remember when I told my grandmama, we had this whole big argument, and I was like, my dad, he ain't never done nothing for me, blah, 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 blah. And my grandmama was like, but you had me and your granddad. And I was like, that don't replace my dad, right? Because for me, everybody has a role, right? My grandparents are my grandparents. Y'all don't take his place. But in actuality, they did. I have to say that they did, right? My father was not in my life, right? And so I think sometimes it's for the best, right? Depending on who your father is, right? But I still had to go through healing to understand that, right? If my father probably had been in my life, things would have turned out a lot differently, right? No telling where I would be, because there's no telling the impact that my father would have had on me. But as far as my father's parents, they gave me the best, okay? They spoiled me to death. Okay, I tell leaning back. They gave me the best. They gave me everything that I wanted, okay? They taught me how I was supposed to be treated. My grandfather protected me. He was mean and surly, okay? And he got on my nerves too. But he didn't play about me. He did not play about me. If he didn't see where she at, what she doing, he gonna make sure he gonna check on me. He taught me they taught me what I was supposed to expect from anybody in my life, which is the best. Okay, this is what they taught me. So when I would go home to my mama's house, my mama would always say she had to beat the hell out of me, because in my grandma's house I was spoiled, and I wasn't allowed to be spoiled in my mama's house because it was other people, a lot of other people. Okay, probably like 5 whole other people, too many people in the house, really. Okay, but my mama only got 2 kids, right? But my mama was always responsible for other people's children, right? But this is a part of who my mother is at her best. Okay, being responsible for other people's children. It's ironic because I work with other people's children. I have to be responsible for other people's children now. Okay, but this is a part of my path. Okay, and understanding my mother better. Okay, yeah. So I wasn't allowed to be spoiled in my mama's house. Okay, we don't have the finance that your grandma and granddad had. My granddad was an entrepreneur. He used to build houses. He probably laid a lot of foundation around here. A lot of houses, a lot of foundation that people houses are sitting on in the neighborhood that I actually live in right now. My grandfather built, right? So my grandfather is everywhere. And my grandfather, he spoiled me. You can have anything you want. What you want, get to it. Okay. All I had to do was cry. If I cry, I can have anything. Okay. At my mama's house, that didn't work though. Right. I get the crying, you gonna get a whoop. Okay. I got beat, abused. So my mama was like, you can't have everything you want. So that kind of got me to a place of my lowest place where I started accepting the less than. I started accepting less than because that's what I grew up having to do. I started accepting things that I shouldn't have never even accepted in the first place, right? This ain't even good enough for me, right? I came from good people. Okay. They probably were mean, but they was good to me, okay? I had a recurring dream when I was a child of growing up, and it was in my grandmother. I tell people about it. It was in my grandmama's room, and the fire was burning, but it was white. It was walls. I was safe. I was secure. I was at my grandfather's house, my father's mother and father's house. I was safe there, and the fire could not touch me at all, right? I was secure there. I was safe, and I was there by myself. Wasn't nobody even there with me. I was by myself, okay? Because that's what I would have to go through. By myself. Okay, I would have to go through that fire by myself. So we go through all of these houses. This is the whole wheel, okay, that we done went through. I done went through a whole lot of stuff in my life, right? So I get finally to the end of the wheel. I didn't even know I'm at the end of the wheel, but whatever. I'm at the end of the wheel, the darkest before that. I run into this devil, a karmic mate of mine, right? Your 12th house is where you call in your karmics, okay? Karmic people, people that come in your life to teach you a lesson, but everybody don't stay. Some folks got to go, okay? A karmic mate of mine, right? I thought he was like, that's how I got to realize what twin flame and tarot and all that stuff was. I thought he was like, I'm like, this is a twin. Wait, what? Okay. I taught this person everything. All my secrets and everything. We were very close. I ain't gonna say I told him all my secrets, but we talked. We were very close. I thought that I could trust him. Okay. I really did. I thought that I could trust him. And when I ran into this karmic mate, mind you, he coming into my cousin's house. He coming into my cousin's house, right? Somebody in his house, right? So, well, I had a lesson to learn about that house. Now, wasn't nobody in the house. This is my lesson I got to learn. So, my closest cousin that I love with all my heart, Dylan, we had one disagreement. And my cousin was like, and I tried to apologize, right? Because you know what I mean? I blew up, okay? I'm bound to do it, okay? Don't play with me, okay? I don't know who needs to hear that. But anyway, we had one disagreement. And I don't really think I blew up, but I was very passionate. One thing about Mars ruling my chart is that I'm very passionate, okay? Mars is a passionate planet. Mars is fire, okay? Aries. It's a leader, okay? It's everything that somebody probably want to be. I don't know. But Mars is very passionate, okay? Mars don't play, okay? Mars wants something, they go get it. Okay, real talk. So, as I get to this 12th house to learn my hardest lesson, me and my cousin, 30 plus years, that I done told all my secrets to, everything. Now, mind you, years prior to this, I was talking to, our relationship started to get a little distant. I could tell things was changing, right? But I didn't know why. I couldn't figure out why, but I wasn't finna try to figure it out. I knew I hadn't done nothing. Okay. So, me and my cousin have this really big blow up, right? And, the next day I left, went home or whatever. And, probably like a few months later, I had actually tried to call my cousin a couple of times and never answered. Okay, cool, whatever. Okay, a lot of stuff I don't really take personally, right? So a lot of stuff I do, but a lot of stuff I don't. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So then finally I was like, okay, I'm just gonna text, and I text him to apologize, not for what I said, because I meant what I said, but I called to apologize if I caused some hurt or some offense to him, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. That's the right thing to do. I meant what I said, but maybe I didn't say it in a manner that was good enough for him, right? So I want to apologize for that, right? Because I don't want you to be mad about a disagreement, right? One disagreement in our whole life, right? So then my cousin sent me like this long text back. And in that text, was my judge. Brought up so much stuff from my past. Stuff that I ain't even remember. Stuff I still don't remember. Stuff I still don't know. Look, stuff I still don't even know nothing about. Okay, stuff I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay. Really? But brought up my whole entire past, right? Now, mind you, before this all happened, I had already went through this. Okay, I had already got to my highest points. When I got to my highest point, I actually woke up in heaven, right? With angels all around me. Real talk, angels all around me. Because I got 5 empty houses. And I have a lot of descendants from my immediate family. Favorite people that have passed on before me. This devil could also represent my favorite auntie. She was fun. I love her. I had so much fun. I want to go to my auntie house. I love my auntie. When my granddaddy, he play cards, he gamble, or somebody cheat, my granddaddy go get his gun. I run across the street to my auntie house. This is how I grew up. I'm going across the street to my auntie house. Quick, fast, and hurry. My granddaddy played cards in the den. I'm going out the front door. Okay, got the den in the back. I'm going out the front door. I don't want to be here. Okay, I'm scared. Then my grandma called, tell that girl to come back home. Tell that girl to come back home. Okay. But my auntie in my house, right? Got my auntie over there. And then my seventh house, I got my +1, my cosmic partner, okay? My ride or die, okay? Who do I want to take up on this journey with me? It's empty, okay? This is my dream, my wish, my heart's desire, okay? So that 7th house, that is the person that's going to complete me, right? For the longest time in my life, it was my mother, right? For the longest time in my life, it was my mother. She was my best friend for me, right? I love my mom. I love my mom. So it's like my mom was my best friend. I tell my mom everything. I tell my mom about everything. Okay, like she was my best friend, right? But I want a husband. I want a husband, right? I can't marry my mom. Okay. So I'm glad my mama held this position for me, right? I'm glad my mama held this position for me. Right, because I learned a whole lot. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of my karma. My mama was my biggest karmic, or is, I will say is. My big, was, because I'm at peace with all this stuff. Now, I ain't got no issues with nobody. Okay? My biggest karmic teacher, okay, what's right and what's wrong. Most of the things that I have learned them, right? The hard stuff. I learned it from my mom, right? The soft stuff, I learned from this little devil. Okay? But this devil don't play. I don't want nobody to get it twisted, right? So I got all of those houses. And in those empty houses, I have angels of the descendants who have passed on before me, right? My gang. So I go to everybody's house, right? I go visit everybody. Okay. Now, my challenge is the 8th house, the 9th house. Who do you choose? Right? This my mom and my dad. You want to go, which grandma house you want to be at? Now, my granny's house and my mama, I wanted to be down there because it was a lot of people. Too many people, right? Everybody was down there. Everybody was allowed to come in. Look, my grandmama, she the empress and everything. She let all type of fools in the house. Okay, anybody come in, everybody welcome. Okay. This could have been one of the things that I won't allow somebody to rest. I don't know what happened in the house to somebody, but I feel like something happened in the house with somebody that probably wasn't even supposed to be in the house. I'm gonna be honest, and I know it. I could say that for myself, because somebody tried to touch me one time when I was in my grandma's house, sleeping on the couch. Right? Somebody tried to touch me. Don't even live there. You ain't supposed to be there. Okay? You ain't even supposed to be in this house. Right? But I'm on the couch sleep, and this person sits on the end of the couch, and I started feeling like somebody's hand moving. So me, look, nah, we ain't doing it. So of course I started moving. Like, I'm woke. Okay. So then they stopped. So cool. I don't get up because I'm scared. I was a real shaky little girl, right? I don't get up because I'm scared. And I'm hoping that since I have moved, this person would leave. The hand started going again. So I found just get on up off the couch. I'm going to get in the bed with my grandma. I ain't got time for it, right? I didn't tell nobody that for a very long time. I kept that secret, right? For a very long time. I didn't tell anybody that. So I get up this morning. My granddad just want to know, who house you going to? Okay. But really, I ain't even about my granddad. It's my mom and my dad. Okay, because they don't get along. Okay. So my dad want to know, who house do you really want to be at? Okay. Well, thank God that I made it. Okay, because I don't need to be at my mama's house or my dad's house. Okay, I got my own. I got my own house. Okay, my own stuff. Okay, thank you, Lord. Okay, I got my own stuff, and this is where I find my place of peace. Right, because after I already went through all of the judgment and everything, going to the heavens and all of that, my family really didn't know about any of this stuff, right? And so when my cousin texted me this long thing and gave me read me all my rights with this justice card, read me all my rights, okay? Some of the stuff I was like, where did you get that from? Blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't finna argue about it, right? I'm like, that's cool. You can feel how you want to feel, right? I ain't got no problem with it. I did what I was supposed to do, which was apologize, okay? Because at the end of the day, I didn't do anything intentional to hurt you, right? That's one thing that I have not been able to do in my life. I can't do things that intentionally hurt people, right? I have to do things from my heart, right? I have to, right? I have to be passionate about what I do. I don't care what it is, right? So when my cousin read me all my rights and everything, and at first I think I kind of felt some type of way. I was like, the nerve, right? This is me. And some of the stuff, you don't even have a right to judge me on, right? This stuff I confided in you, my secrets, like you done dug up everything about me, like you've been keeping a book of, like you've been keeping a record, real talk, like you've been keeping, like you this high priest, like you this high priest. Like you've been keeping a record of everything, right? But this is also who rules that house, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. So I done told you all my secrets and confiding you all my life. But I realized, like, when we got older, like, my cousin would be telling my secrets, like, stuff I told him, like, don't tell my mama, like, we'll be sitting at the table or something, and he'll just blurt my stuff out. And I'm like, damn. Like, that's really messed up. Okay? But then my cousin read me all my rights, right? So that happened, and I was like, oh, okay. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, right? But I'm like, at this point, I'm already out here by myself. I'm already out here alone, right? I've already been to see the angels. Everybody got me. I'm good, right? I got a whole gang behind me that can't nobody even see. Okay? Real talk. And so, when I looked at my house, and I looked at where my cousin was supposed to be, the house my cousin was supposed to be in, right? I looked around all the houses, and I realized, because after that happened, I got up the next day, I went to the gym, I felt so good, I felt motivated, I was like, I feel refreshed, I feel, look, ready to go, new energy, okay, somebody mad, I'm glad, okay, because this is how it goes with justice, okay, we're going to be even, okay, if you mad, I'm going to be glad, okay, opposites, okay, we're going to weigh this thing out, okay, if you hate, okay, I'm happy, okay, real talk, this is how it roll for me, real talk, so, I look around all these houses, and I realized that the person who read me all my rights, because I was you can't do that. You don't have the power. You don't have the authority to do that. And I realized this person wasn't even in the right house. You ain't even in the house to do that. Okay? You, as a matter of fact, you trespass. You trespass on somebody's property with this devil. Right? You trespassing, right? The devil is about boundaries. Okay? You don't get to cross these boundaries, right? You trespass, right? On somebody else's property, right? I don't know what may happen, but God bless all these people, right? Like I said, everybody gotta go. Everybody gotta rock. Okay? So up here in my house, in my main house, in the big house, it's me. Myself, myself, and I. Okay? And then the rest of the gang. Okay? Real talk. So that's how y'all chart goes. That's how you go through. These are the things you're going to go through, the lessons. Karmic people. Most of our karmics are our immediate family and friends. Okay? But these people you need to be watching. Okay? Real talk. You want to know what's going on in your life, or you want to break down your own chart, your own lessons, your own numbers, right? Look, y'all get with me, okay? And let me know, because this is the things that we're going through right now, okay? Judgment day, all right? Everybody's comes at a different time. Everybody ain't gonna get theirs at the same time, okay? But we have to go through these things. All right, we have to go through these things. Okay. In order to get to where we're supposed to be. Okay. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I'm glad I could be able to come back. I'm glad I was. Well, I knew God was gonna give me. Look, the spirit was gonna give me the strength, because my daddy needed an ounce. My daddy needs to know where you want to go. But this morning, my granddad said, pick a house. Okay. God, whoever. Pick one. Okay, pick one. Which one you want to go to? Okay. But I ain't going to no honey houses. I tell you that. I could go there, but I don't want to go there. Okay. I don't even want to go there no more. I've been through it. That house was about transforming. It was about transformation. Going through that house, it wasn't easy. A lot of tears. Okay, a whole lot of them. A lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of deep stuff, deep wound. Okay. One of the points on our chart is Chiron. Chiron is considered the star of Christ. It is about wounding. Okay. My Chiron is actually in Taurus, which is my grandmother's sign, right? I call my grandma, she my leading lady, right? I feel like she keep all the dudes in check up there. I feel like she the one up there keeping everybody in check, like just everybody be quiet, sit down. Okay, but and she the one that's negotiating, like, wait a minute, y'all, just like another chance. Okay. She has guided me with a lot of patience on this journey. Guided me with a lot of patience on this journey. And when my grandmother passed, I grieved really hard, real hard. I didn't understand why I was so broken. Okay. But then I realized I realized it today. When my grandmother passed, that Taurus energy, that brokenness, that part of me, that was the wounding that I was going to have to be healing. Right. And I guess that's why I cried so hard. I couldn't feel, I was grieving. Okay. So please, I told my other grandma, please let me grieve. Like, don't touch me, please. Just let me grieve. And I grieved so hard because that was the part of me that was going to require the deepest healing and the greatest wound. Okay. But look, God has been with me. Jesus has been with me. Look, on the whole journey. Look at it. I don't know if y'all be seeing Jesus, my Jesus piece. Okay, got his eyes closed. Okay, like I can't tell you, but I'm gonna show you. Okay, yeah, faith, right? Faith. Hope in the things that we cannot see. Okay, It works, y'all. Trust the process. You going through some stuff, y'all know I'm here for y'all. Y'all know y'all need to inbox me, whatever, right? Because this is what I do all day, every day. By myself. I have learned to be alone and good. I'm good alone. And even with me and my dad. Shout out to my dad. My dad told me the other day, I saw you on Facebook. Dad, if you watching, hi. Shout out to my dad. Okay. Even things between me and my dad has begun to mend. Okay. I have been able to forgive him for the things that I felt I needed that he couldn't give me, because now I realize that I actually got greater. Yeah, I got much greater from my grandparents than my father could have ever given me, right? And because of them, I thank God for him, right? So I love y'all so much, and yeah, y'all, we all go through, okay? But you gotta go through it to get through it, okay? The darkest hour is just before the break of dawn, okay? And that is when the sun rises, okay, y'all? Okay. Y'all be safe, be good, okay? Be happy, and be loving, okay, and joyful.